So this next question comes from general counsel of an established company with a reasonably sized portfolio. And their question is, how much time should they spend kind of organizing their patent portfolio? I think many companies have a patent portfolio and they kind of can't figure it out, and they'll get asked questions and they can't remember what's in a patent or where it is in a particular phase or what's going on with it. And especially as portfolios get large, it becomes a lot of work to quickly figure out the question that's being asked at a given moment, whether it be an internal question or maybe counsel's asking you a question, and then what that answer might be. Is this an important patent, not an important patent? How many patents do we have that relate to this technology or that technology? It's really hard to answer these questions. And often you're working with your outside patent counsel, and you can ask those questions of them, and every time they go through it, it's expensive to go through it. So I think having software that can kind of organize it, like the Triangle IP software, you can tag all the different ideas, and you can search through all the different ideas, and you can find out what phase they are as they kind of go through this pipeline toward filing a patent and then tracking afterward. So the intention is to give you some of those answers so you can, at a high level, get your arms around what's going on with a particular patent portfolio. For each idea, there's a summary of what's in the idea. After a filing has been made, there'll be a summary of what's going on with that particular filing and where it is as it progresses to the patent office and how it relates to other patents. And the summary field is editable because, as you may or may not have uncovered at this point, a lot of times the summary for a particular patent is not super accurate. It may have been the summary that was used in a parent application that was just copied down for this application, even though the claims have evolved in a different direction, or indeed going after some completely different embodiment within the case. So it is really tough to get your arms around what's going on, but you can't execute on any sort of strategy or align your patent portfolio with the goals of the company unless you can figure out what's going on. So I would say to use a patent portfolio effectively, there has to be that sort of understanding so that you can marry what you're doing in the patent realm with what's happening with the business. So for example, you might have a product area that is just really taking off, right? A lot of companies found themselves in that circumstance that something, they might have had a SaaS version of their product that, wasn't being used that much, but then you have COVID happen and everybody's working from home and the SaaS product takes off. Well, you may find that you didn't have enough patents being filed in that area. So can you quickly sort and find out which ideas or patents have been tagged, with, a key term like cloud or SaaS, so that you can get an idea, do you have enough patents in this area, or maybe you should file more? That's all valuable information to have, because patents really protect revenue. They don't necessarily drive revenue unless you're in the licensing business for your patents. They really protect existing business or revenue that's being generated for the enterprise. But you want to have enough protection, and you want to make sure that that protection aligns with the opportunity. So you have the situation where the cloud business lines really take off. You should be able to go to your patent portfolio and quickly figure out, how many patents do I have related to the SaaS side of the business versus the other side of the business? And do I have enough, or should I be doing patent mining in that area to really grow the number of patents that I have that protect the cloud or SaaS business? And even if you haven't gone through and tagged everything initially, have somebody go through there and review the patents and sort them in that way. But make sure that they tag it so that later, the next time you ask that question, it's very easy to just put in a search term, for SaaS or cloud or whatever it might be. And you can quickly sort what's going on in your patent portfolio. And in that way, you can at least align the protection that your patent portfolio provides over the revenue that your company is generating. And I think that alignment is key. And so many companies have no idea. They just file patents and patents show up or don't show up. Who knows what happened? They're very ad hoc about it, very opportunistic when somebody comes to them with an idea to file a patent upon, rather than saying something much more sophisticated, which is to say, do we need more patents in that area? Do we have enough based on what we see the projections over the next 5 or 10 years? That's the much more sophisticated way to handle it and use your budget most effectively to get the maximum protection on the most important parts of your business. So hope that answers the questions. If you have further questions, you can put them below about this topic or another topic you'd like me to answer a question about. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video if you got something out of it. Thanks so much.